So now I'll start with numerical on small transmission lines. So just go through the numerical. It says a single phase overhead transmission line delivers 1100 kilowatts at 33 kilovolts at pointed power factor lagging. The total resistance and inductive reactance of the line are 10 ohm and 15 ohm respectively. Determine first bit is sending end voltage, second sending end power factor, and third one is transmission efficiency. Right, taken down the numerical. Right, so we'll start doing with the numerical. So given data we'll write first power is given to be 1100 kilowatt. Right, see it is said single phase overhead transmission line delivers, it means this is my output power, right, and 33 kilovolt is my receiving end voltage, which I have mentioned it to be VR, right. So VR is given to be 33 kilovolts. Next, at 0.8 power factor, it says at 0.8 power factor, it means my receiving end power factor is 0.8 power factor lagging, as it is already given. The resistance is given to be 10 ohms and inductive reactance is to be given as 15 ohms. So in total my impedance Z would be R plus JXL, which is given as 10 plus 15 J ohms. Right, VR is 33 kilovolts. So we have done VR as 33 thousand volts. Right. Next I have to find the line current. Right, I have to find the line current. Now we know that the formula for single phase power, which is given as P is equal to, right, how we give single phase power, it's given in this, P is V I cos phi, right. So using this, what I did, I am going to find the line current I. It is P divided by VR cos phi r. P, it means PR. So PR is given to be 11,000 kilowatts. VR is given to be 33 kilovolts and cos phi is given to be 0.8. So my current is 41.67 amperes. Right. Cos phi r is given to be 0.8. So phi r, phase angle would be cos inverse of 0.8. So sin phi r would be 0.6. Clear up till here? Right. Now next, see, our first bit is to find the sending end voltage Vs. Right. So to do that, first we'll draw the vector diagram. Right. See, even if you draw the equivalent circuit, you can do this, right, but still you be comfortable with the vector diagram. So I have drawn the vector diagram. Right. So first what I have taken, now in this case I have taken VR as reference. Right, receiving end voltage I have taken as the reference. Right, with respect to the reference, second thing I draw is my current phasor. Right, so as I know, it's an inductive circuit, right, in which I have resistance also. So what happens, in a resistor, voltage leads current, right, or current lags voltage. So what I have done, I have drawn current lagging voltage VR by an angle phi r. Right, so these two I have drawn first. Now with respect to VR, I have to draw voltage drop in that resistor R. Okay, I hope in today's morning class what equivalent circuit of short transmission lines I had given that you have drawn. You draw that and then you can analyze, right? I have to draw IR as the voltage drop, right? IR with respect to VR, right? IR is what? Voltage drop across resistor. Now this is the current I which is flowing through the resistor. So if I want to draw the voltage drop, so I'll draw it here, okay, in the sense from this point I'll draw it in phase. So this is V is equal to IR, which is drop across my resistor, okay. So this line what I have drawn here, drop across resistor as capital I into R, the same line I have drawn it here. You can see this line, this is that IR, right? So IR is in phase with I, right? Next, I'll draw the voltage drop across the inductor, right? So we know that voltage drop across inductor or voltage across the inductor leads its current exactly by 90 degree. So I have drawn I into XL, right? Now when I join this, I get I into Z, and from this point when I join, I get total Vs, and this angle is sending end power factor phi s or sending end phase angle phi s, and the angle alpha between Vs and Vr, the angle be alpha between Vs and Vr, right? So from this vector diagram you can see that Vs, if I want to find this, I have to add this, which is Vr plus I into Z, right? So same thing I have written here. I have written Vs equal to Vr into Iz. This can be done through the vector diagram also, or through the equivalent circuit also, right? So Vr is given to be 33 kilovolts, impedance is given to be 10 plus j15, right? Current, now current we had calculated it to be 41.67, right? Power factor is given to be 36.86. Now it is said that power factor is lagging, so I have taken a minus sign here, right? So either you can do this or you can calculate current as I is equal to 41.67 into cos phi r minus j sin phi r, right? So with this you have to calculate I, which works out to be 33.34 minus 25j, right? So now I will substitute this whole value of I and Z in Vs. So Vs is Vr plus I into Z. So when you work out for this, what you get is 33708.34 plus 250J, right? So when I calculate magnitude of this, how I calculate magnitude? I take square root of 33708.34 square plus 250 square. See, if you concentrate on this, it is A plus JB form, right? So A plus JB is real part. To find the real part, what I do, square root of A square plus B square, and to find the phase angle, what I do, tan inverse of B by A. So same thing, Vs I found it using the formula square root of A square plus B square, and alpha is what, tan inverse of B by A, right? So this is the alpha, which I get it as 0.42, right? Now second bit in the numerical asked is sending end power factor, right? Now see here this was your phi r, this was your alpha, right? It means it is clear that phi s is equal to phi r plus alpha, right? So phi s is my sending end power factor. So what I have done here, I have done phi s equal to phi r plus alpha. So phi r is already given, that is cos phi is given to be 0.8. So cos inverse of 0.8 is 36.86. So I get 36.86, right? And alpha just now we calculated to be 0.42. So phi s is this. This is my phase angle, right? So to find the power factor, I do cos of phi s, right? So I work out it as 0.7956. So as it is inductive circuit, we know the power factor is lagging, right? Now third bit is calculation of transmission efficiency, right? Efficiency formula we know, output power by input power into 100, or input is equal to output plus losses. So first I'll calculate the losses. Losses is I square R. I we have already calculated, and R given is 10. See, losses cannot be I square Z, it is only I square R, right? So I have calculated the value of losses now, which works out to be 17.364 kilowatt, right? Now next bit is I have to calculate the, see, to find PS I need PR plus losses. Losses I have calculated. PR I already have with me as 11,000 kilowatts. So 11,000 kilowatts plus 17.364 kilowatts is 117.364 kilowatts, right? So the transmission efficiency, right, transmission efficiency is output by input into 100. So it works out to be 98.44%. Right with this, so today I'll be sending you some more numericals on short transmission lines, right? Please work out the numericals and get me the results for the same. Thank you.